All right. Okay. We all know about Temu. We've all seen the stories. We've all seen the crazy cheap prices. But is any of it actually good? And is there anything on there for a car enthusiast? Well, I don't know if you can tell, but I have two massive boxes here full of everything that I think every car enthusiast, that nearly broke the table, should get off Temu. And the price that we paid was crazy cheap. Actually, kind of unbelievable. I'm pretty impressed. So, we're gonna go through everything in this box and see what we get and check it out.
A few moments later.
To save some time, I've gone and unpacked everything that we got from Temu that we're about to test out. But before we do, I wanna show you some of the stuff that I'm really excited about that is very, very practical and something that you should be looking at. For example, this is a 216-piece toolkit, and this was about 17,000 Japanese yen. We're gonna put all of the pricing in USD on the screen so that you guys have a good understanding of what it is, and this is kind of crazy. There's pretty much a tool for everything in here, and when it comes to going to the track, we all need to have some kind of track toolkit. Also just a toolkit that lives in the trunk of your car in case you break down, as well as jumper leads, stuff like this. I'm super interested to see how this is gonna go. We're gonna test everything in a little bit, but look at all this other tool stuff that we got up there. Just some places like, this was like only like 1,700 yen, crazy cheap. And then this one is a full impact set. This is the first set of sockets that I have bought that is actually listed as a proper impact set. I'm pretty impressed. And this only cost me 9,500 yen. I don't think I've ever seen an impact socket set that cheap, especially when it has a full set of not only metric, but imperial sockets, the tall boys and the short guys here. Pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna test it out in a little bit and see how it holds up, but the last thing that I'm like crazy hyped about is this kit here. Whenever you've pulled apart interior on cars, having all of this stuff here is a game changer to prevent you from scratching any of that interior stuff and then having to hunt around on marketplaces and whatnot for a piece of that interior that no longer is made anymore. So this is a game changer. This comes with pretty much everything you need to get any of those little plastic clips out interior pieces off without damaging anything. And then I got a ton of other car accessories that I thought would be really, really helpful. So let's just start testing everything out. As I said at the start, today's video is sponsored by Temu, and they've got a very special offer for you guys. If you use my code, which is the QR code on screen, or the code written down in the description, if you search that in the app, you can get a full $100 coupon bundle. And a further 50% off if you purchase the same items that you saw me use today, which is pretty awesome. All you need to do is download and install the Temu app, open the app and search my coupon code, which is DPY9228. It'll then come up and offer you, if this is the first time installing the app, to claim your coupon bundle. And it'll also let you order everything that you've seen me use in today's video for literally 50% off what I paid for it, which is crazy cool. Temu also offers free shipping from anything ordered from Temu, as well as free returns for up to 90 days. Temu also has a price protection policy. And what that means is if you make a purchase, but then let's say a week later the price goes down, you can apply for a partial refund and get that money back, which is super awesome. I know personally when I had a few issues when I bought those superchargers for the Wagon R off Temu, they were super good with their return policy. They took the items back, they identified the issue. Not only did they refund me right away, but they also took those items off the Temu store and they're no longer available, which actually really impressed me because not only did they do the refund, but the fact that they took the product off the website really kind of restored my trust in Temu as a brand and why I considered actually doing this sponsor placement in the first place. But also because they do have a bunch of really good products and tools that young people can use as a gateway to get into the automotive scene. And I think that's something worth talking about. So make sure you install the Temu app with the link down in the description. You can use my coupon code as well to get 50% off on all of those products. And also if it's your first time using the app, you get to take advantage of that $100 coupon bundle. Thank you Temu for sponsoring this video. I'm excited to see how the rest of these items fare out. First two things I want to try out are the electronics per se. These are two wireless devices. This here is supposed to pump up your tires. And this here is a vacuum cleaner. This blows, this sucks. And we have a toddler. So there's definitely, oh yeah, there you go. There's some cookie crumbs here in the seat. Let's see if it works. Yeah, that's actually pretty impressive. I'm gonna lie. This is actually pretty handy. You got kids and stuff like that. And you can change the thing on the end here. Hang on, let's just take that off so we can use the big boy. Oh, that's better. Cleaning out that seat. And look at that. Everything's inside here. See all the crumbs? Yeah, it has like a little pod filter in there. Oh, that kind of disconnects. It's kind of handy. And then that pops out, and look at all the crumbs that we just took out of the car. Falling out everywhere. That's actually kind of really helpful. That would probably help a lot of parents out there. This is definitely staying in May's car. She's gonna use this a lot. Yeah. The next thing I wanna test is this. This is a USB rechargeable, like a portable air compressor. So if ever like your tire's a little low and stuff, you should be able to top this up with this. We're gonna turn it on.
Oh, you're testing mine? Okay.
Yeah. 2.5 bar. It's at 2.15 right now.
Can you do that again?
2.2. Whew. That was pretty fast.
It's pretty good, hey, Sam?
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. It's definitely something I think I'd throw in the back of your car just in case you need it one day.
Yeah, yeah. Or your friend might need it, you know?
Yeah.
That's always the case.
Always the case. Pretty impressive. Not gonna lie. Definitely going in the trunk of your car or one of the cars that I take to the track, because this would definitely get you out of a bind for sure. It's practical as hell. The next thing that I want to show you is this. I got this for about 5,000 yen. This is a full driving recorder, came with memory stick and everything included for it. And these are very straightforward. They go on your windshield and they're really good to have rolling at all times. In case you get in an accident, you're protected. You can show this to your insurance company or the police to show what went down so that you don't get in trouble, or if no witnesses were there or anything, you're safe and good. Super easy to install. Just goes up here as a suction cap, and we're pretty much ready to roll. Now, we've got the long cable here. Later on, I can make it nice and tidy and neat, but for now, we're just gonna connect this in. But obviously, every car only has one cigarette lighter port. So you can get one of these guys, and this costs about 500 Japanese yen. Comes with 2 high-speed USB charging ports as well as a USB-C port for 500 yen. That's kind of crazy. So we're gonna plug this bad boy in so that we can have the driving recorder running and the other accessories and stuff running. And we can plug this bad boy in there. And then we can plug this bad boy in up. And now, when the ignition turns on, we have a driving recorder. Dash cam. Not bad.
Whoa.
And it's already recording. Good to go.
Oh, I'm happy.
That's awesome. That's actually freaking awesome.
Super happy.
If you're anything like me, that definitely is like a peace of mind thing to have that in your wife's car for sure. Not bad. It's full 1080 HD as well, which means you should be able to see everything nice and crystal clear if anything ever happens. Not bad. The next thing I want to test and show you guys is this, a super simple cup holder. This costs 250 yen. Crazy cheap. And you might be wondering, Sam, why do I have this? And that's simple because all the cars that I love from the late 90s or early 2000s genuinely didn't come with cup holders. Look at this Skyline, right? Not a single cup holder in this car. But if you have this, you can simply slide that in to your window there, and now you have a cup holder. Also has this really cool kind of bottle opener on the bottom of it. Not bad, right? Super simple. I'm gonna test this at Drift Mitsubishi. Look at that. The next thing I want to test is this dent puller. Now, this is probably a little bit of a big dent for this particular dent puller, but if we can pull out even like this little bit here, I will be very impressed. So, let's give it a crack. Got the supplied glue stick they provided with it, and I'll just pump it onto this. Like so. I'm gonna find this part of the dent, I'm gonna stick it in there. All right, let's give her a crack. Stop it! Stop it! No way! What? That's pretty impressive. Did you see how big that ding was before? It pulled the whole thing out. There's a little one up here now. Let's see if we can get this little guy. Yo, I'm like fully invested into this now. Oh my gosh, we're about to fix my whole door. Pulling it out, I'm really impressed. Wow. It's pulled most of these out, guys. I'm actually really impressed. I need some spraying. I need to spray some alcohol on that to pull it off. But there was a big ding here, and now there's hardly a ding there. So if you were to accidentally ding your car, this is 100% usable to be able to pull something small out and do it yourself DIY. That's super impressive. Just like that, and the glue comes right off. I'm pretty impressed. There's definitely like, these were big dents, so you'd have to work this a little bit more, but it pulled the whole big main part out. So that's super impressive. Something else that I grabbed from Temu was actually a set of jumper cables. This is something that everyone should have in the trunk or boot of their car. A lot of people these days don't have a manual car, they have an automatic, which means you can't do a pop start or a clutch start. So having one of these will not only help you out, but probably a friend or someone else that's just needs their car jump started on the side of the road. These are a must-have, and I got these off Temu for only 1,800 yen. That's crazy cheap for a decent set of these. So that's awesome, but the main thing that I wanna go over today and try out are the tools that we've got. Like I said, having a toolkit in your trunk is gonna actually help you so much at track days and stuff like that. If something breaks, it will help you be able to drive the car and get home without having to pay a crazy expensive tow fee. So let's go. We've got one of the cars on the lift here, and we can just start wrenching on things and see how the tools perform. So once again, everything that we have here, this was 17,000 Japanese yen, this was 9,500 Japanese yen, and this other set of just tall boy sockets, this was 1,700 yen, 1,700 yen. Really, really cheap. What we're gonna do is just do a nut and bolt check on the front end of this car. This is going to Ebisu Circuit. We're working on the power steering right now, but we're gonna go around, we're gonna check all of our bolts and stuff to make sure that they're all tight, nothing's coming loose. Oh, I need another 17 for that, because that's two 17s. So we'll put that one back. I'll grab this bad boy and a 17. You get to see how this feels, both of these. So, this one here. The spanner actually feels pretty good already. Put this bad boy here, and I can already tell that this is kind of loose and needs to be tight. It's my full body weight on that, and that didn't pop or anything, so I'm pretty impressed. Damn, I didn't realize all this was so loose. Glad we're doing a nut check. That was tight, so that's fine. Let's move on to this bad boy now. Bad boy. Oh, that was loose. Good catch. That's why we nut and bolt check everything. You know, I'm pretty impressed. This is definitely going in the back of the missile and staying at Ebisu with all of my cars there, because this is going to be a very handy toolkit to have just for whenever we need to wrench on the cars at the track. One thing I really want to check though is these impact sockets. I want to try and tighten something with an impact and make sure that they hold up. So let me just find what size these bad boys are. 19. Let's grab my big Bertha. I'm going to need to adapt it. And then the top will be a 19 too. Grab this. Hold the top. Let's see. Feels pretty solid. On the top, on the bottom. So far so good, feels good. Yep, and that's on the big 3 setting. So that definitely was tight. Not bad. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. I'm really stoked. Like, when you first start getting into drifting or start getting into cars, everything's really expensive and adds up very, very quickly. So being able to get a decent cool toolkit like this to start off with, I think is very, very valuable, and for the price as well, I think it's super affordable. So my opinion is one thing, but I wanted to get Daiki's opinion and Spoon's opinion on what we've got here. Do you guys think that this is great to have in your trunk if you're going to the track or leaving your missile or anything like that?
I mean, probably just for everyday car, just in case you break down the side of the road.
Yeah.
You literally have
everything kind of thing you need.
Everything you might need.
Yeah. What do you think, Daiki?
I think so.
Yeah, right? You think if you're a young person and you're getting into the car scene for the first time that this is like a good thing to grab?
Absolutely, especially when you're low on budget.
Yeah.
To get into something like this is insane.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like, I thought it was cheap when I grabbed it, but now if these guys use my coupon code, they get it 50% off. So this is only like 4,500 yen. That's like $30 US or something like that. I'm not sure what the exchange rate is now, but that's crazy cheap. What do you think, Daiki? If you were young and like, you know, you wanted some cheap tools, would you go for this option?
Yes.
I'm actually really impressed. Like these seem really good.
They got some good weight to them.
Yeah?
It's a good sign.
What about the ratchet? Yeah, it's actually pretty impressive. Being completely honest, I was a little bit skeptical, but now that we've gone and actually kind of tested some of this stuff out, and we've also had a good look at it and gotten our hands on it, I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm not just saying that because of the video and everything. This is an honest review. That is what Temu asked me. And from the purpose of that, I bought this to throw in your trunk and always have tools ready to help yourself if something happens on the side of the highway, or if you're at the track and you need to fix something to get home. This is perfect. But this met my expectations and more. I'm pretty impressed with this kit. This is awesome. Definitely, I would highly recommend that if you just need to fill out some tools and have some stuff ready to go in case you need anything here, that it's probably a good thing to grab up. Spring just keeps playing with this stuff. How's the wobble joint look?
It's pretty stout.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Oh, this is very helpful because we can just grab any kind of small impact and then all of a sudden we can use it with this. The spark plug socket's even got the little rubber in there. That's super helpful. The torque spits too. This is actually something I encountered recently.
These, like the 12 point
What's that?
torque spit?
That's a 12 point? What's this usually on? What kind of car?
BMWs.
BMWs, there you go.
Volkswagens, BMWs.
Yeah, that's handy. I've been caught off guard sometimes where I just didn't have those at all. That's super helpful. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's a little bit of fun, and I know obviously it's a sponsored video, but it's actually something that I was genuinely interested in because once again, this is a good way for young people to get into the car scene, as well as anyone who's on a tight budget, and also always having those kind of like track toolkits and stuff with you saves you all the time. Whenever anyone comes over to Japan, buys a missile at Ebisu Circuit, the first thing on their shopping list is a little toolkit, as well as a torque wrench and like jacks and things like that, jack stands and all that type of stuff. And if you can save your money to make sure that you're able to drive more and spend that on tires and have a much better time, then why not just grab all this stuff on Temu, save yourself that money and get it shipped to your hotel here? It's just a no-brainer in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think that my thought process here is valid? I'm curious to know. Also, do you think I missed anything that I should be looking at on Temu's website and reviewing in the future? Let me know in the comment section. Once again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one, guys. Peace.
He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them?